Hello and welcome to the Volkswagen eGolf. Let's drive a bit. Gear into B, you know me, I like my region. And how it works here, when you put the car into drive, you're always only in drive, so in coasting. But there, when you press the gear selector left or right, you can change how much regen you have from 0 to 3, same as in E-up. And when you go another time back, then you're in B, which is maximum regen. And it doesn't remember, so when you go backwards, in reverse, and go into drive again, you're again in drive. But that's totally fine with me. What's nice is when you have the electric handbrake on and you are in drive or reverse and you press the accelerator pedal, the brake disengages, of course. The light in auto. And the steering wheel is also very nice. It feels nice and it moves nice. It's a nice feeling to drive in here. The seats are amazingly comfortable. It's really nice to drive. There's lumbar support. It's not electric seats. Seat heaters are in here, of course. But they're really comfy. They're a bit warm in the summer. They hold you in place. That's very nice. And when you go into the car, you have to go very low and also around the side of this seat here. But you get used to it and then it's fine. It's very quiet and very comfortable in here. The ride is really comfortable. The power of the 100 kilowatt motor is totally okay. Feels good. Consumption so far, as I've seen, is also really good. And what's nice about the climate is that when it recognizes, like the ID.3 Wheel 2, that there's nobody sitting, I have to check, there's nobody sitting in the passenger side, and then it doesn't cool or heat the area on the right. And you can see that by pressing menu. You can see that here's a blue arrow, that means cool air, but here not. Isn't that interesting? You have 3 trip meters. All of them you can reset yourself, but 2 of them they also reset themselves in special circumstances. So the one is from since start, and that just means woohoo! Accelerate a bit. That was nice. Let's do a bit of a cruise control. Set. There we go. What the long term you reset yourself and it's totally fine. Since start, since charging, of course, every time you charge, and since start, every time when the car is standing for 2 hours, it will reset itself. So you really have one trip that you control yourself all the time, and I don't like that. I want more. In the instrument cluster, you can never see all this data that you have here. Ooh, yes, if you do this, then it changes. Yeah, so the gesture control works, but sometimes it does stuff that you don't want to, like now, but I'm showing it, but you don't do that usually. Here it shows you the kilometer, the time, the average speed and average consumption. And in your instrument cluster, you see only one of those things. I mean, you can go through, for example, journey time, and then here you have since start, I press OK, then I have long term, press OK, and I have since charging. And you can do that with all of those. You have distance, average speed, the speed you're doing right now, so you can have 2 digital speedometers if you need that. Road sign, it will just show the road sign very big in your screen. Eco driving tips, the consumption, and this also shows the air conditioning and heating. That's nice. Even when this is all off, it showed me 400 watt for just having the fan on and on all the screens. And then of course range, average consumption is the thing that I want, and with all of them you can switch between those 3 things. The instrument cluster itself is very nice. You can see it very well on the left. As you can see, you have your power meter, right? The blue is how much power you're using, goes to 100%, which in this car is also 100 kilowatt. So you can see how much kilowatt you're using. On the left, the green is your regen. The regen could be a bit stronger. It applies a lot of regen when you press on the brake, but without the brake the regen is only half, and it really could be stronger. It's not the one pedal driving feel. And of course, left bottom there you have your battery, and you cannot see anywhere in the car your state of charge in percent, but you can see it in the new Volkswagen WeConnect ID app. So this is developed for the ID cars, so ID3, ID4 and so on. But you can also add e-up and eGolf. I'll make a different video about this, because e-up and eGolf users should use that, because there you can see the state of charge, and it's also fast, way faster than the old WeConnect app. But there are some functions missing that if you need them, then it's not for you for the eGolf and e-up. On the right is of course your speedometer, on the bottom is a digital speedometer, on the top you have compass, clock, road sign recognition and outside temperature. On the bottom you have another trip that you can reset with a button here. So if I press this, then this trip is reset, so you have another trip, but it's only this, you cannot change this anywhere, it's just trip. And on the right now you see my cruise control, and if I turn it off you see the odometer. You can change what you see in the middle, of course. It can be assist systems, then your navigation, and if you press OK your navigation gets even bigger. Then we have audio, phone, vehicle status, driving data was what we were just in, and you can also change the view. You have 4 different views, and it's just the middle thing. So in the left middle, in the circle, now you see the average consumption since start, and this is always since start. You can't change it. On the right, I think this is like an eco helper, so how to drive, something like this. In navigation, on the left you see how high you are, and on the right you have a compass. And driving assistance, left you have your distance to the front car, and on the right again a compass. I keep it in classic. Now if I can do it, it's not so distracting. But overall, like I said, it's a really comfortable car, very quiet, and I will drive a bit faster in a second so you can see and hear that it's really quiet in here. Like I said, power is totally fine. My problem with this car, the same as with the e-up, is the view outside of the window, how you're sitting. The car is really low when you come into the seats that you have to get by, almost bucket seats. And then the window is very narrow, and when there is the rear view mirror, which is automatic of course, then you have to do it like this so you can see something. And in the ID3 I didn't have that. And also in the ID3 the A pillar of course has a different window, and that makes way better view. The sound system is good. I wouldn't say it's exceptional. The bass is not weird, so it's not a weird subwoofer or anything, but it's also not amazingly powerful. But it's good. I like to listen to it. It has Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and I used it already, and have Google Maps and everything in here. That was fun. Yes. What else is there? I don't know. Turn on the lights just to be sure, and then, God, it's busy today. I don't know if I can do my whole tests today, but I will accelerate a bit and see how fast we can go in this car, and how loud it is, and that you can see the power meter a bit. So let's go. Whee! That's full power. We are in normal mode. I think 155 should be the top speed. Yeah, there it is, 155. I checked 90 kilometers an hour GPS speed is 93, 110 on the speedometer is 106, 105. So the faster you go. So right now I would say it's 5 kilometers, maybe even 6 kilometers off. So 149 will be your GPS speed right now, but I will measure it at some point again. Now at this speed we get full regen. Ooh, it's nice. Look at that. Ooh, we should put it into consumption so you can see how much regen that is. Let's do that again. Full acceleration. How much do we have? And full regen. Minus 30. Minus 32. Okay. Yeah, this is of course kilowatt hours per 100 kilometer. It's not a instant kilowatt hour use, so this is not correct. I can calculate it and put it in. But even at 130 kilometers, it's very quiet in here. And the bumps, it is a bit of a sportier ride than the E-Up, but still bumps feel very good. Yeah, I'm the wrong person with this. I have a horrible car, and so almost every other car feels great. Yeah. Ooh, and look at the power meter. It's just nice. It goes from right to left. Let's keep it 125. How much power does it use? Yeah, let's look at the oh, by the way, the three modes you have. You have a button here. By the way, you have a button to still turn the e-sound off. I haven't heard it even because I always turn it off. It's my natural thing. In the ID3 I won't be able to turn it off no more. And then you have parking, sensor, sound, and it has self-parking. I never used it and I will never. It's just nothing that I'm interested in. But let's go into mode. You have 3 modes: normal, like we are now, Eco, and Eco Plus. In Eco Plus, your power is reduced. You can only use 70% of the motor, and the top speed is restricted. I can't remember what it is right now. And in Eco Plus, and also in Eco, the HVAC, AC, and heat is reduced. The power that you have. In Eco Plus, HVAC is off completely, and your power is reduced to 50%. But when you press the accelerator pedal, at the end of the accelerator pedal you can still press a little button, and if you press that, in normal mode it doesn't do anything, but in the other 2 modes you then have full power. So if you need it, if you have to pass a car or get out of a situation, this works. So that's good to know. So when you have to pass a car or something fast, you can still press that button and have full acceleration to pass it in time. Yeah, Olivia with me, you're so cute in the back. Yeah, it's really nice. I like driving electric. And the middle part here, the armrest is a great height. I like it. On the door, it's a bit too far away, so I couldn't do that. I could sit lower, but then I don't know. It doesn't feel right. Then I have to sit so low. I don't know. The steering wheel right now is not my normal position, but I had to adjust it for the camera so you can see a bit farther out. The steering wheel is adjustable outside, inside, and of course up and down. Is there anything else? Look, you have lights in the back and not in the front, but we talk about that later, huh? A different video. Just nice. Yeah, I like driving electric cars. Come on, just so much fun. So much fun. If you wanna, so on the steering wheel, of course, your buttons for cruise control, and they're a bit tilted forward. So to press the cruise control button, I almost have to go off the steering wheel, and this is not nice. In the Kona or Ioniq, I can press it while holding the steering wheel. Here I have to do it like this. This is not very nice. And you can adjust with the minus and plus arrow 10 kilometers up and down, and with resume and set you do 1 kilometer up and down. And of course you can adjust the distance to the car in front. On the right you can go through your menus, and on the bottom of both sides, on the left side you can adjust the volume of the music, and on the right side you go forward, next track or previous track. But I think that's it. Thank you very much for watching and have a great day. Bye.